said often that there's so much stigma and taboo around suicide even today.
I'm a huge believer that the more you talk about anything and get something up on the table, the more you have to affect change.
The fear that I have heard is that if we talk about it, it will actually facilitate it, or it will bring it on. And that's not the truth.
We need to talk about this.
When you talk about suicide, it is by far probably the worst imaginable thing that you can even wrap your head around. So by not talking about it, it's almost like we're not validating that it could be a part of our lives.
Most people try to cover up the dark things, and we're trying not to.
Suicide really it's about an illness. Most people that choose to take their lives have some form of depression.
I feel that it needs to be talked about. I really do, because if you don't talk about it, like some people, like they just need to talk about it, and so if they do, it might help them, or it shows people that they're not alone.
They might feel that way, but to know that they really aren't. Of course, you can't change somebody's, you can't tell them how to feel exactly, but you can encourage them and give them hope. To know that there's resources, there's help, there's people that care, and to talk.
We do need to open up the lines of communication and say it's okay to have these conversations, because there are people that are hurting, and the more taboo it is, the less likely they're going to be talking about it and getting the help that they need.
There's people who want to help. There's, resources at the school, resources in the community. It just shows them that it's okay to talk about it.
It's very courageous to talk about it, to give it a voice, because that's what precedes the healing. That's what helps with the education.
Like some of the people that I've turned to, I never thought would have, understood, but then they ended up being, one of my most trusted friends.
We still need to be careful how we talk about it, because we're dealing with youth that are fragile and that are very impressionable. But we do need to open up the lines of communication and say it's okay to have these conversations.
Go to somebody, talk about it. Talking about it helps. Even though you feel awkward, when you're talking about it to somebody, they really aren't sitting there judging you. They just want to help.